and welcome back to another video. Thank you so much for clicking on today's video, especially if you are new. And I also want to thank all my new subscribers for wanting to join me in my debt-free journey. Today I wanted to go over my August budget and show you guys how I set that up. I am going to be using my Erin Condren Deluxe monthly planner that I've been using for this past year, and I am going to be using Sarah Marie stickers. She has some really cute designs. Last month was the first month I started using hers, and I really like hers. But I'm thinking for September, I'm going to do Planner Kate and kind of switch off between the two, so that way I'm still supporting both of them, because I do enjoy supporting small businesses and I really love both Etsy shops. So let's go ahead and get started on my August budget. I'm going to do the overview and then the calendar view, as well as the dashboard, and then I believe next week I will have the August sinking funds and debt tracker and transaction log setup video for you guys. So let's go ahead and get started. This is for the monthly overview, the monthly calendar page. So I'm going to put that to the side. This is the washi that I'm going to use, and she does have several different patterns, as you can tell. She had the stripe one in this washi, but it was sold out, and I didn't want to miss out on the sale or potentially lose other items in my cart, so I just went ahead and got the same washi for all my other pages. So you're going to see this same pattern in the sinking funds videos too. So I'm going to go ahead and take the thick washi, and I'm going to move this down and tilt it, because I'm not a perfectionist yet where I can have it straight. Okay, so that is the thick washi, and then this is the August budget overview sheet that I use. So I'm going to get the header. Make this straight. And I think this is so cute. I feel like I have the same kind of style or preferences with Sarah Marie. I really like florals, and she seems to really like florals, and so I was really drawn to this pattern, and I love the colors, like the mustard yellow and the kind of cerulean teal color. So I am loving that. I'm going to put the subheader here for my income type. I apologize in advance for having this be tilted. Alright, so there is that, and for this month I am going to use, I have this kind of mustard-ish color. It's like yellow-orange, but it's really hard to see on here, so I think I'm going to avoid that, and I think I'm just going to use this kind of coral color. So let's go ahead and get into my income. So I don't disclose what I make at my work, just because, one, I'm not able to share that information with my coworkers, and so if they were to happen to see any of my videos, that would give them information, and I don't want to get in trouble or anything like that, so I am not going to show you my work income. I hope you can understand that. I am making unemployment right now just because I am on reduced hours. I was furloughed because of COVID, but now I am back at work. I'm just on reduced hours, and so I'm making unemployment. I can't disclose what I make from unemployment just because it kind of reflects what I make at work, but I can tell you that because of the CARES Act, I will be getting $1,200 at least from the extra $600 a week. So my other category for income is other, And that is if I were to do surveys, or if I sell something, if I were given cash or anything else, or any other way that I make money. So that is what I'm gonna put for other. Now that I always try to make $100. Let's go ahead and put my total expense or total income washi down. And then I am going to start my expenses. So I usually do a draft budget on every dollar. I've talked about every dollar so many times, but I love it. It was created by Dave Ramsey, and it just helps you create a zero-based budget. And so I usually go on there at the end of the month, or I should say the end of the previous month, and kind of get an idea of what bills or upcoming expenses I have, what my income may be if any holidays affect my income, or if I have any plans, birthdays. I kind of pre-plan that. Alright, so let's go ahead and get into the categories. My first expense is sinking funds. And again, I'll have another video probably next week explaining what my sinking funds are and how much I'm planning to put aside in each category for sinking funds. But my overall budget for August is going to be $447.79. I know that's a weird number, but you'll be able to see why in that next video. I have repayment, so this is for my parents. I still live with them, and so we bundle our car insurance together to save money, and then I just pay them my portion. And then my parents took out a Parent Plus loan when I went to school, and so I'm just paying back the monthly payment so they don't have to worry about that. And then because I'm living with them, I want to be able to help them out, and so I like to contribute some money to help them with whatever expenses or debt payment. I just want to be able to provide some money for them. So that amount is going to be $933. My next category is transportation. So that's my car. I don't take any public transportation. So this would include like any AAA charges or gas, any maintenance costs, anything like that. I just put under transportation. I guess that could also go with like Uber or anything like that if I needed to, but as of right now I don't use Uber or Lyft or any of that. So I am just planning on getting gas, and I'm thinking it will be about $50. Usually I have to fill up like every 3 weeks or so, but because I'm not working that as much, it may not be that much and I may not have to go. So we'll kind of see. My next category is groceries. And this is not for everything I eat. This is for work and meals that I work around my schedule with work. So if I am going to be there later and I need to provide dinner, or if I'm going to be there, during the day, I need to make sure I have lunch, and so that will be for my work. Same goes with like breakfast. But I'm going to put $100. My next one is going to be clothes, and usually I don't put anything towards clothes unless I would put aside if I got a new job or if I needed some new pants or needed some new things for work. But usually I don't shop for clothes. I'm not a big clothes person, but I did get some Kohl's cash at Kohl's, and I was thinking of getting a new work top, and so with that Kohl's cash I'm thinking I'm gonna be spending about $10 on that top, but we'll see. I'm not exactly sure. My next category is spending. So this is kind of like an allowance, but this is my personal spending. and I'm not really planning on spending that much. One, because nothing's really open here. Two, I'm not trying to go out much just because of my lupus, and I really don't want to, you know, put my health at risk. I had kind of like a scare a couple weeks ago thinking I had COVID, and I don't want to risk getting sick or just making my lupus worse. And so I am not planning to go out, but I did get some ice trays from Amazon, some silicone ones to make it easier to get the ice cubes out. So that's what that is. And then entertainment. Is my next category, and this would be like if I were to go to the movies, concert, but I'm not planning on doing anything. I have my dog little Lisa. So I used to have a BarkBox subscription for her. It was kind of like a Christmas gift, and so it was a 6-month subscription, I believe, and I would put that monthly subscription here, but since that's no longer going, that is $0. Same goes if I were to get her like a toy, or I wanted to get her some new accessories, any little thing for her, I would put that there. Gym is my next category, and that closed back down. I was not charged last month, and as of right now, I don't know when they're opening, so it seems like right now the gym will not charge me for August, but we'll see. Next category is my debt, and I'm hoping to at least put $1349.25. My next video with my sinking funds will also show how that is put into my different categories. I also have a YouTube category, so this is if I wanted to get any supplies or anything that would help with my YouTube channel, but I am not planning on getting anything. I am planning on getting some stickers for September and October, so that is probably going to be about $38. Sarah Marie and Planner Kate, I believe, both have $35 and you get free shipping, and so usually with tax it ends up being around $38. I also have subscriptions. As of right now, I just have Photoshop, so that is $9.99. And then my last category is medical, and I always put $25 down just in case I need to make an appointment with my doctor. And so that is all my expense categories and my budgeted amount for each. Here is the washi for that. And then she also has a variable and fixed expenses in case you didn't want to put them all under one tab, I guess you could say, or one heading. But because most of mine are variable, I have just a select few fixed expenses. I feel like it just makes more sense to put it under one. But I like that it does come with that in case I were to ever change my mind or things change with my budget, that I can use that if I wanted to. So now I'm just going to put my total savings washi, and that I don't disclose just because, you know, if I were to give you all of my budgeting expenses, you could add up and find out my income. So as of right now, I'm not showing you guys my savings. And then I'm just going to use the last thicker washi at the bottom. So that is my budget overview. Let's go ahead into my calendar. Oh, actually, let's start with the dashboard. Okay, so here I go over my birthdays or any other holidays. For August, there is one birthday that is on the 5th, and I'm not going to say the person's name in case they happen to stumble on this video. I don't want them to know what they're getting, so I'm just going to put birthday, and the estimated amount is $55. That is with a card. I always try to pre-plan and get an idea of what to get before their birthday, so that way I'm not struggling at the last minute to think of something to get for them. She really likes Tilly's, so I got her a shirt from Tilly's. I also got her a Kohl's blouse, and then some sandals. And then usually once I get them, I'll just check mark them. I pretty much got everything in July because of some sales. So those are actually already paid for. So let's go ahead and check those off. But usually, you know, because it's the beginning of the month, I don't get those checked off until later. As far as my monthly goals, I'm going to do the same $1,000. Towards student loans. I'm going to put a certain amount for my car down payment and a certain amount towards house down payment. And then I know last month I had the goal of getting budget printables on my Etsy shop, and I did get a couple savings trackers up, but I didn't get actual budget printables, and so I want to actually get those created. Excuse my messy writing. When there are no lines, you could really tell how messy my handwriting is. Okay, and then here I put my credit. So I have my Chase, which is where I have one account through. I have credit card 1, credit card 2. So I don't really use this card, but it still gives me the credit card, or I mean the credit score. You know, let me change this to credit score. Okay, and then I also get it through TurboTax. Okay, so that's my credit score, and then down here I'm going to set up some habit trackers for spending. So I'm going to go ahead and just do that. Okay guys, so I just finished the spending tracker. As you can tell, obviously I skipped right towards this because I messed up. So don't mind the erased lines that you can kind of partially still see, but this is what it looks like, and then this is what it looks like as a whole. So I'm going to move on to the monthly calendar, and I'm going to start applying the header. So this is what I'm using for the calendar view. Let's move on to the next side. And the thing I like about Sarah Sigurd for the calendar view is that the days of the week are actually printed on the header instead of having two separate ones. Even though it's not that big of a deal, it just makes it a little bit more tedious when you have two headings and having them line up and try to make them look straight and cover everything. Okay, so there is that. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and go over my bills that are due, as well as when I'm expecting to get income. So for income, I got these stickers from Sarah Marie, and I really like these tracking stickers because they actually fit the whole box. And I did try Planner Kate's the last time I purchased from her shop, and they are great, but they don't fit the 8.5 by 11 calendar boxes, and so it would drive me crazy just to have that space next to it. So I tried Sarah Marie's and I really like hers. So let's start with my work. I'm planning to get paid on the 13th. We get paid bi-weekly on Thursdays. And again, I'm not going to put the amounts, or I get paid for work on the 13th and the 27th. For unemployment, I was supposed to certify 2 of my weeks on one day, and I wasn't thinking that I was going to get unemployment just because I was having to stay home in case I had COVID, but I was able to get it after all, and so it is coming later. Technically, it was supposed to be for last month, but because I certified it so late, I'm not going to get it until August, and so I'm going to deposit it on Saturday, but then in the next coming weeks, if I get any, it will be probably on the 10th and the 24th. Okay, so there is that. And then moving on to bills, I just have a few. Go back to the first. I have 2 on the first. I'm going to write these actually on here. So the first one is tuition, but it's the tuition for my Parent Plus loan. So that is $330, and then I'm just going to put parents so I know it's not my actual, sorry, that was out of view, loan. And then the next one is car insurance, and that is $103, and those are both at the beginning of the month. So when I have these 2 together, you can definitely see the difference and how Sarah Marie's just fills up the box much more nicely, and that is totally crooked. Okay. And I think I'm actually going to finish writing out insurance because on this box it looks incomplete. And that was messy, but that's okay. All right, my next one is Photoshop, and that is the 7th, and that is for $9.99. And I like both of these tracking or expense trackers because you can use these boxes to check them off for whatever way you want. So that is Photoshop. And then the next one is my car payment. That is $349.25. And that is on the 15th. I'll probably actually go through that following Monday, but I'm still going to put the 15th so that way I know at least to have that money in the account by the 15th. And then my last one is student loans, and none are due right now. But I'm still making payments, and so I'm just gonna put it kind of towards the end of the month, and I'm gonna do it on the 28th. So I'll kind of see how much money I end up have coming in and then base my payment off of that. And the last thing that I'm gonna do is my sinking funds. On the 1st, I'm going to have birthday sinking funds, and that is going to be $50. Usually I have them on Fridays. This may end up going on the 3rd depending on if it lets me. On the 7th, I'm going to do my car registration, which is $30.29. And then I have my hair, well, let's do Christmas. So let's do Christmas on the 14th, and that is $87.50. And am I missing anything? Alright, so the only thing left is for my hair, and that just depends if I end up going or not. But let's put it on the 21st. So we're gonna say hair. And that was $280. Okay, so that is pretty much it. You can kind of see what it looks like between the 2 pages. But I hope you guys enjoyed the setup for my August budget dashboard and the calendar with my bills and income. If you guys did enjoy, go ahead and hit the like button. Let me know down below what August is looking like for you so far. And don't forget to hit subscribe if you're not already, so that way you can see more budget setup videos like this in the future. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.